Derek, the TD economics team has determined that the Canadian housing market is 10 to 15% overvalued. Can you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Well, it's not easy, Rob. There's no pure science here. We do rely on certain crude ways to measure overvaluation. I think one is just to look at historically what share of income tends to be devoted to mortgages. And over time, one would think you wouldn't see a big deviation. So when we look at it from that perspective, we get something in the order of 10 to 15%.
So you're saying that basically owning a house is more expensive than it has been historically. That's the one that worries me, how much money is going into the house. And I know everybody's on side, the banks are comfortable with how much debt people have, but I just think people are constrained. And what you're saying tells me that they're putting a lot of money into housing right now. It's eating up a lot of their costs.
Oh, it is. And, I think one of the things is that with interest rates as low as they are, they can't afford to take out more credit. So that's why I look at affordability over the long term. And now you're not going to use a 3% interest rate, I think, in comparing to the past, because we know those rates won't be sustained. We use something in that calculation more in the order of 6 to 7%, and that gives us an estimation that they are overvalued by about 10 to 15%.
If we say that houses are 10 to 15% overvalued, does that imply that they could fall 10 to 15% or plus or minus, maybe possibly even more?
That does. That implies over the medium term 10 to 15% decline in prices. The challenge is sometimes you can overshoot on the downside, and that can typically happen. But that would be our general view, is that over the next 3 years, that kind of price adjustment for Canada overall would be a reasonable assumption.
Okay, so don't get married to the price your house might fetch in the market just now then.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Derek.